as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea. And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line.
Rachel Zegler has been at the center of controversy more than once. From West Side Story fame to her role in Disney's Snow White, she's faced viral backlash, intense fan criticism, and headlines that seem to follow her every move. But this time, she wasn't in the controversy. She jumped into one. And it wasn't about her. It was about racism, about another actress, about Juliet. So why is Rachel Zegler trending again? Let's talk about how she defended Francesca Amewudah-Rivers, the new Juliet in the West End production of Romeo and Juliet, and why even that defense sparked new drama. Let's start with the facts. In 2024, it was announced that Tom Holland would return to the stage, this time not as Spider-Man, but as Romeo in a sleek West End revival of Romeo and Juliet. The project was buzzworthy from the start, a modern take directed by Jamie Lloyd, known for reinventing classic works. Then came the big reveal. Francesca Amewudah-Rivers, a Black British actress and playwright, would star opposite Tom as Juliet. While many fans celebrated the casting, a wave of online hate quickly emerged. Francesca was subjected to racist trolling, cruel comments, and hate disguised as historical accuracy arguments. Some claimed the casting was woke theater. Others outright mocked her looks and questioned whether she fit the role. The backlash wasn't just negative, it was racist and aggressive, and it grew fast. So fast that the production company released a formal statement calling the abuse unacceptable and pledging support for Francesca. Enter Rachel Zegler. She's known for speaking out. Sometimes it's controversial, sometimes it's bold, but it's always loud.
It's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power and what a woman is fit for in the world.
On social media, Rachel posted her full support for Francesca. Here's what she said. Francesca Amewudah-Rivers is Juliet, a brilliant actor, a beautiful storyteller, and anyone who can't see that never cared about the story anyway. She didn't stop there. She called the online hate cowardly and cruel, and called out the industry itself for failing to protect Francesca before the backlash even began. Rachel's words were passionate, raw, and very clear about the racial element of the criticism. But instead of uniting fans behind a cause, it created another online storm, this time around Rachel herself. Here's where it gets interesting. You'd think that defending someone from racism would be a universally supported move, but this is the internet we're talking about. Some praised Rachel. She always shows up when it matters. This is what allyship looks like, but others were suspicious. Is she making this about herself again? She's using Francesca's moment to rehab her own image. Where was this energy when her movie flopped? Many brought up her Snow White press tour, where Rachel's interviews were criticized for sounding dismissive of the original film and overly political. To those critics, this defense felt like another performance. Suddenly, the story wasn't about racist abuse of a rising Black actress. It was about Rachel Zegler's image. Let's zoom out for a second. This isn't Rachel's first time becoming the face of something bigger than her. In West Side Story, she was praised for her acting, but criticized when she didn't attend the Oscars. In Snow White, she pushed for a more independent feminist princess, but got slammed for mocking the original. Her comments like it's no longer 1937 and she doesn't dream about true love went viral for the wrong reasons.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. So we didn't do that this time. It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut, who knows?
Rachel isn't just an actress. She's become a lightning rod for feminism, progressivism, and now anti-racism. And with that comes pressure, because people either want her to speak out about everything or stay silent forever. There's no in-between anymore. So when she defends someone, even with good intentions, it's never just seen as support. It's seen as strategy, or ego, or damage control. That's the world she's now stuck in. But let's bring the focus back to Francesca and why this controversy even exists. There's a long, ugly history of Black women in the entertainment industry being told they're not right for classic roles. We saw it with Halle Bailey in The Little Mermaid. We saw it with Noma Dumezweni in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And now with Francesca in Romeo and Juliet. Every time the hate is disguised as protecting the story. But it's not about the story. It's about who gets to be seen as beautiful, romantic, or iconic. back. Rachel Zegler's support may not have been perfect, but the silence from the rest of Hollywood, that spoke louder than anything. Where were the other stars? Where were the producers? Why did it take another young actress with her own history of backlash to say anything? After the backlash exploded, the producers of Romeo and Juliet made subtle changes to their PR strategy. Francesca's media appearances were scaled back. The official press materials focused more on Tom Holland, and ticketing was quietly redirected toward fan experience over artistic vision. It felt like damage control, not celebration. Rachel's tweet, as sincere as it may have been, was drowned out by the bigger machine, one that's still unsure how to handle progress without fear of profit loss. And that's the deeper issue. Theater and Hollywood want diversity, but only when it's profitable. And when that diversity sparks hate, the silence is deafening. So what does this all mean? Rachel Zegler did what many celebrities don't. She spoke up, loudly, clearly, passionately. She didn't wait for someone else. She didn't issue a PR-safe statement. She stood behind Francesca when it wasn't trending, and when it would inevitably put her back in the spotlight. Was it perfect? No. Did it help? Maybe. Did it spark another cycle of criticism? Absolutely. But here's the question. If Rachel Zegler hadn't said anything, would anyone in the industry have? This isn't just about one role, or one actress, or one tweet. It's about how we react to change, and who we blame when the story shifts. So, is Rachel Zegler really the problem, or is she just the mirror? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you believe in real conversations about pop culture, performance, and accountability, hit subscribe. We've got more coming.